Hello, hello. Welcome to the first video of Let's Get Physical. I got a brand new work desk, and unfortunately, it gets quite shiny. Trying to make any fingerprints on there, so yeah, it is what it is. I'm gonna see if I can get like a mat cover. As you can see, the lights here. I'm trying to work on something, but for now it works. I mean, it's not totally in the way. You can still see things pretty good, and I'm gonna hold it up close to the camera too, so it's not a big deal. So let's get into the first video. I've been making my own physical versions as of late. I'm tired of paying these collector's editions that are just way overpriced and way too limited. You might get stuff that's limited, but sometimes it pushes it too far. In the time they release it, I want to get it, don't have the money then, or I'm saving up for something, and it sucks. I just don't have the time to get it. And when time I do have it, I can't get it. So I decided to do my own. This is a PC Mac version of Papers, Please. These are a collection I like to call the Black Book Edition because it's just black. I have a few games like this. Uh, I like the case; it's black and it matches on the bookshelf. Uh, I don't do them all this way, but for some games I do. I like the black cover. Sometimes a game has way too much artwork to just not have it. But for Papers, Please, and it was Oberdin and Death Road to Canada. Yeah, I did the just the slipcover is the black. Um, you can, as you can see, it looks pretty good. I really like the slipcover. Pretty basic, and yeah, yeah, looks pretty good. So we'll take the slipcover off, and here is the case. I got a blurb on the back about the game and some screenshots, which now that I look at it, didn't come out too well. I could definitely redo this, but for now it's okay. Also got the binding on the case cover. When you open it up, you got we'll talk about this in a second. This is the rule book, which is really cool. Printer didn't like the color too much. I might have to redo this. I might have to do some color adjustment, but for now it's okay. And here's the DVD that holds the Windows and Mac versions of Paper Please. And in the back, since this is a clear case, I didn't want just white in the background. So I wanted something more. That's why, of course, I had to use this. So yeah, so when you open it up, it's not just white, it's not plain. There's something in the background. And I think that was perfect for an image. So yeah. The disc is just a plain disc. Uh, Looks pretty good. I just basically this version is just the black edition, which is all right. I think it looks really good that way. But you got the rule book. So this is the rule book that's in the game, but it's in physical form. Which is really cool. I'm actually thinking I'm going to use this when I play a couple, games because I don't know, just being able to flip through this really quick, I think is easier for me than using the clicking in the book and just searching for things. Though you can't click on this and then go click on that, but just for basic fact checking, I think it would be really cool to do. Yeah, it looks pretty good. A couple of things I would change. I would definitely use more bleed. Images I had didn't have it, and when you make a book like this, you definitely need to bleed. So when you cut, everything lines up, even if it goes over. That's probably what I do. I have learned that better in some games. So when you see the other versions, it's not so bad. But yeah, I definitely want to redo this one over. I got to figure out the paper. I did color balance my printer a little better, so I'm thinking this will turn out much better once I reprint it. But for now, it looks pretty good and it works really well. This is the first version. Unfortunately, I would like to show you all the source files that I used to make this, but I somehow didn't save them correctly and I lost them. So I'm gonna have to redo all of this design work myself because I designed the not much work involved. The other stuff's really impressive. Well, it's somewhat impressive. This one was pretty easy, so it's not like it's going to kill me to redesign this one. And I really did like how this turned out. And like I said, I'm doing this because I like physical games and I don't want to pay, or it's sometimes hard to get collector's edition or just a physical edition. I just consider this just a collector's edition. No, I consider this, sorry, a physical edition, not a collector's edition. The collector's editions that I do make, you'll see, I have some, oh man, I have one that took me quite a while to design and make, and I'm really proud of it. It's my magnum opus, so I think. Yeah, I think I'm going to consider that one that is. But this one is probably the simplest one I had, but I just love having just the physical version. I also made it so that the games run off the disc, but you can also make it so you can copy it to your hard drive. But this version of Papers, Please can run off the disc, both on Windows and Mac. It was easier to do that in Mac because all they have is an application file. It's an application directory, but it's bundled. It's a bundle, and all the framework and everything you need is in that bundle. And so you can just put it. You can put the application pretty much on anything, and it'll run. Windows, you have to. It's much more of a pain to get it working. There are programs and other things to help you get that to work, but in simplicity, you just take the Mac app and drop it in. That's it. Windows, you have to do a little fidgeting and you have to make things work. So it takes a little more work. For the Mac version, I just dropped it on the disk. But they both run off the disk, which is great because that's what I wanted. But I also made it so that you can drag it to your hard drive or, your NVMe SSD and just play it. So yeah, it's also an install disk and it runs off the disk. So I was really happy I was able to figure something like that out. Other games I have done where they require SCUM, I actually found a way to bundle SCUM wrapper into it, because GOG has some, but the older Mac versions don't work, and I wanted to get something with my own with the latest updates and latest version of SCUM. So I kind of developed my own version of SCUM wrapper. I'll probably, once I get it perfected, I'll probably put it up on GitHub and open source it so people can make their own versions, a bundle. But yeah, so Papers, Please, it works really well. The game runs off the disk, it installs, got the rule book, and I have a physical copy of it. So sometimes if you can't get it, make it yourself. Anyway, this is the first version. Other versions are going to be probably a little more in depth. I'm going to start now that I got the desk. I didn't have this desk before, so I got this desk, a workbench. And I think I'm going to do more and actually show the whole process from beginning in, actually making it, cutting the paper, putting stuff in the software. I'm going to do more of that, but this is just the first episode. I'm learning, streamlining it a little bit. We'll see. But anyway, this is the first version of Let's Get Physical and the Papers, Please, Physical Edition. If you like this, you can comment if you want, and if you feel so inclined to subscribe, you can do that too. I try not to do that during the whole video, just at the end. So thanks, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.